So guys, in my previous video, I said there was a technical issue, but unfortunately, it wasn't a technical issue. It was my system issue. So right now, what I will do the same thing again right now. So let's start. So from the login session, it needs to redirect towards my index.php, and I need to print this name right. So okay, what I'll do with here as so echo and print it. Just a sec. I'll just copy this entire thing. I'll just copy this entire thing, copy and paste it here. But before that, I'll just use print. Definitely, this is gonna throw me an error because I have not started a session variable. Let's go and give it a try. So in this case, localhost/blocks. Okay. So in this case, I'll be just using my previous credentials login. You can see it undefined global variable. So this represents and trying to access an array offset. I have not started a session. So let's start a session here. Session, session underscore start. So if I'm gonna refresh right now, it has printed me. I don't know what happened yesterday, but it's printing something right now. So right now what I will do, I will create a blog page. Okay, so I'll just erase this thing and everything is working perfectly. So once the authentication has been done, what we need to do, we need to retain a session storage. So if we go back, it shouldn't redirect us here. Okay, so if you can see here, if I go back, it shouldn't go back directly. That means it should redirect me to front page. So how to make that? So since we do already have a session ID present, since this session ID is present, let's use this in the index.php, sorry, in the login.php. Okay, so on the above ID session, what I will do, I'll just write an if condition. If with if session is not empty, if it's not empty. Okay, if it's not empty, again, which thing? The session ID, dollar underscore session, and with the path ID. Okay, if it is not, that means if there is no value, it will redirect us to the login.php. Okay, and if there is a session, it's not gonna let us. Okay, right now, if so, let's assume this is an empty, and if the session ID is empty, it will redirect us to the login page. Okay, and if it's not empty, it shouldn't. Okay, so what I will do, okay, if it's not empty, I'll just write an header with a location index.php. So we need to rerun the code again. Go back. Okay, see here, it has started. So right now it is. If I click on go back, it's not going to the login.php. That means our code is working. Okay, let's try to enter the login page again. Login.php. Again, you see the moment you're going to hit the login.php page, it is not going into the login page. It's directly redirecting you because since the session is set. To unset the session, as usual, yesterday we created a code, right? So that is the logout.php. We need to use the logout logout.php. So right now it has done. So since once the logout has been done, it will redirect us to the login.php. Okay, now let's create a button using this, excuse me, by using unconditional rendering. Okay, so now what I will do, head towards the index.php. We'll print the username also, where it will welcomes with warm greetings. So, but before that, we need to write some HTML code. So what I will do, I'll just go to the login page and I'll just copy this entire doc thing. Copy this entire doc thing and paste it in below this. Obviously, we do require this, but I'm gonna remove this entire container. Okay. So right now, the moment I'm gonna log in, okay, let's assume I entered a wrong email. It is not rendering. but at the same time it's not throwing any error. Okay, I think it's I have not printed this such as echo, so I need to use this echo statement. So what I will do, I'll just give something and type echo, and you can see here it's printing or throwing an alert. Okay, so now what I will do, I will log in. So here you can see it has redirected to the login.php. So now what I will do, I'll just use the conditional rendering method here. Okay, so how to achieve that? Head towards the navigation bar now bar.php, and we'll write a query here. Or first we'll clear out everything. It's better. So instead of having the href logout, I'll just be using if else condition. You open the PHP tag, close it. So if such as not empty, if dollar sorry we'll use the empty operator, but in the beginning only we'll use a not empty. If not empty with dollar underscore session, session, in this case it's logged in, logged logged underscore in. Okay, if it's not empty, and so, and dollar underscore session logged underscore in is equal to true. If that is true, we'll just print echo logged in, else uh, echo logged out. Okay, we'll just use this just for checking whether the directory, I mean, what do you call, either the session is present or not. Okay, so right now it is showing me logged out. Okay, that means the session variable is not set to it has been added, but it's not set to true. Okay, now let's log in using the test credentials login. So right now it's also, it should throw me logged in, but it's telling me logged out. Let's fix it. I'll just undefined super variable on the index.php. I have not started a session. Session underscore start. Okay, right now it's working. If the session is true, it should show us true, or else not. Okay, let's log out it. Slash log out. Okay, so in this page, undefined key array logged in. Logged in, the session has started, but it's not showing me. Okay, let me rectify that. Oops. Okay, so SCSS7 session underscore start start start, and at the same time head towards the login.php where it is navbar. Okay, so right now it's working. If not empty session and the session is equals to true, it should show me logged in. So let's again retry the logged out route. Hello logout. Okay, it is being showing us logged out. Now the code is working fine. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll just inverse this. I'll just delete this. So let's set the contents here. So what I'll do, just copy this li till here. From on my code, it's from 9 to 11. It might vary on your system, on your code. So make sure to watch that. I'll just print echo, but in this time it's a single quotation. In a single quotation, paste it, and then save it. Let's change the classes here. I'll just change home to login, login. Okay, and I'll just change this class. So for the button, it's btn hyphen btn hyphen primary. I'll just go as warning, wa warning. Okay, that's all. And the href would be log login dot yeah, login dot php. And I'll just copy paste this entire thing below here. Oops. I'll just copy paste this entire thing below here. What's happening? Okay, I'll use the shortcut key, Control V. So in this case, it would be like danger. Okay, so what I will do, instead of login, I'll just type it as logged out, log out, and it would be like logout.php. So let me try to get the path. It's not working. logout logout.php. Okay, so in this case, the classes would also be varied. So instead of using warning, I'll go for danger. So danger is for the red class. Okay, it's btn. My bad. Shit. Okay. btn hyphen prime warning, warning warning, and I'll modify this entire thing to log login dot php. Since there is some issue with my system, that's why whenever I'm doing, it's going something wrong. Even if I press control plus shift plus c, it won't work sometimes. Okay, so instead of warning, I'll go for uh, danger, bt in danger, and just let's cross verify it, it's working. And the page would be logout. Oops, I made an correction, logout.php, and it should be log out. Sorry guys, I made please make one correction. Just replace this entire thing, line. Just cut and paste the book code below and below code to up. Okay, this makes some sense. So right now let's log in. If I'm going to click on login, it will directly go take me to the login.php page. So right now I'll just go and login, and it's showing me logout page. Okay, it's showing me. So if I'm just going to click on logout, it will just redirect me to the logout page. What I will do, I'll go here. So okay, if I'm going to try to go back, it's not going to go back because the session is already set, and it will always redirect me to the login.php page. Okay, so that's good. And what we'll do, if the user is logged in, okay, if the user is logged in, so if the user is logged in, what we need to do, so we'll create another session thing, but right now that's not required because this is enough, and it might get mixed up for you guys too, because this everything are in string. If I go ahead, you might miss the line, so I don't want to do that, but I'll just show you just for your reference. Okay, so and then what I will do here, I'll just copy paste this entire line below here. Okay, let's copy paste this entire line. It has given me the button. So instead of giving me the button, I'll remove everything and I'll just provide the nav hyphen link. It should be nav hyphen nav link. Yeah. Mm. So in this place, what I will do, I'll just use like welcome, and it is gonna print me welcome. But not only that, there is a concept called concatenation in which we have used. So we'll use that concatenation, space, double quotation, dot dot, dollar echo dollar underscore session with the username keyword. Okay, and I'll just stop it here. uh, Echo. Okay, so at this time the echo is not required. Okay, so if I'm going to refresh, it's going to throw me welcome test. This is all for just for your learning purposes. If you want, you can implement this. But anyway, let's get into the main content, the blog. Okay, let's get into the main content blog in the next video.